How are you, mate? You well?
I'm excited because everybody's here. Yes, boys.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's the place to start.
For
The boys are back. Friday night footy, it's here.
The boys are back. It's been a difficult 2 months, I think, for
Without the lads.
without the boys. But everybody's back. Today is well, we're actually here on a public holiday, but it is day one.
Great calendar scheduling, D.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's my political ideology suggests that I don't enjoy public holidays. Anyway,
let's just say it's been a hard day to get guests to come in.
But January's tough and
Yeah.
December's tough. But anyway, we don't need to talk about that. The good news is all the boys are here. We've got brand new lights on the set.
I know.
And
Bryce.
I'll tell you what, we've got a jam-packed show. I can't wait for D Uncut for this
I know.
episode. But Dos, let's bring everybody up to speed. What's been going on?
Just on my 30th birthday.
Yes?
How's
it feel?
That was fun. That was a good day.
It was...
I actually did some... So, D, I organised a bit of a shindig at my place. Best friend D. I asked him to say a few words and he did, which was nice. But
were they okay?
they were great.
Yeah.
Well received by the whole congregation.
Yeah, I was lucky there was a couple of members that did help me out with a couple of the gags.
Who?
Zinzi, if you're listening, he thought I was the funniest man known to the earth. And,
Sorry, I thought you meant he helped you write a couple of gags.
No.
That was all your own original
material.
material.
Yeah. And you know, I didn't bring it up, but I was going to say I like doing things off the cuff. I don't like having too many notes. So, no, it was a great day.
It was a good day.
It was a great day.
Well, you were actually going to drive, and I said, D, it's my 30th, mate. Like, just get an Uber. We're putting the drinks on. We actually had a slushy machine as well.
That was great. Slushy machine was excellent.
Which was good fun. And we had a crack.
And now you're over the age of 30.
I am.
I'm still in my 20s.
I'm there. Yeah, enjoy it. Not long.
I'm so happy.
Feb 16th.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
Yeah. But no, mate, that was great. Your birthday was great. Bryce was there too.
Yeah.
Our videographer. He popped in for, he gave us an hour of his best time and then had prior commitments that he had to go to. So thanks a lot, Bryce. But outside of probably the show, the last month for us, we've been on the road a little bit, fulfilling some commitments. And we started the Australian Open.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what commitments?
Yeah.
That was good. That was nice.
Is that what you're giving me?
No, it was. Well, thank you to our friends at Queen of Tickets.
Yes,
actually,
big
that's
thank
what
you.
I should be saying. Queen of Tickets, your one-stop shop for all your ticketing needs.
Oh yes.
But they sent us. We went up to Rod Laver Arena.
It was hot.
It was boiling.
Well, how sweaty were our bums? No, like in all seriousness, we left the arena at one stage to air out our bums. It was that hot inside.
You could actually feel like dripping from your hamstrings.
Oh.
It was disgusting.
It was horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't nice.
We made a couple of...
Actually, we saw the winner of the women's. Did you know that? We saw Madison Keys, I'm pretty sure.
We did not see Madison Keys play.
Didn't we?
No.
I thought we did.
We did not see Madison Keys
I was telling
play.
my family I saw her play.
You did not see Madison Keys play. You saw... I can never pronounce her name. Schwartek? World number 2.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Different ethnicity, Dad. Different skin colour between the two
Really?
ladies. I don't know where you're getting Madison
They both
Keys
had
from.
their hair in a bun. So
yeah.
and we were pretty... I mean, we weren't courtside.
But one of my favourite observations was the merchandise at the Australian Open because those AO caps, they're only worn by one type of person, aren't they, Dos?
Yeah. He
Please,
pointed something out to me, which was really funny. Like, I always wonder when you do go to some of these events. I understand, like, going to, like, a concert and, you know, people collect concert T-shirts.
Yeah.
But, like, going to the Australian Open... I might go every year. I'm not going to buy a new Australian Open T-shirt every year. Like, who buys this new merchandise? But T goes, mate, if you actually look closely, every single person that wears an AO cap is Asian.
It's just a fact.
And it wasn't being racist or anything.
Of course not.
And from then on, every cap I saw with AO, I went, wow, that's another one.
Well, I went to the tennis a few days prior, and it was just an observation I made. There was a lot of AO caps, and anyway, it was just a merely an observation that I made, and I thought it was quite accurate. But what else has been going on? We need to bring everybody up.
Well,
to speed.
we went to the cricket, which was good fun.
Which is not your domain.
No,
normally.
it's not. I went and saw the women's cricket a couple of months earlier.
You did because
that was a lot of fun.
You're part of a pyramid scheme, I think.
Yeah, I was.
You're part of some kind of scheme that we're not allowed to talk about. You weren't part of it. You were associated with somebody.
Yeah, I was sitting next to someone that was.
It was doing something that
illegal.
Yeah, that's what we will say.
That's all we're allowed to say.
But the cricket was good.
Well, you and I drove up to the Triple MCG.
You won't believe what happened. You won't believe. Boys, you wait to hear this story.
Well, for me, right, I actually just walked from where I was, so
Yep.
I'm only up the road from the G. So I got there nice and early and
You did.
waiting to get in there. And I was actually craving a beer. It was on a warm day. I was looking forward to getting in there and buying a beer. And standing at the front for like half an hour, and Jai and D still haven't rocked up.
Well, we were driving from my house, which was supposed to be about 20 minutes. We got stuck on Punt Road. I will say it properly, but there's a rhyming word that describes that road a lot better than punt. But was driving up that road and I was getting frustrated. And, it was gridlock. And I was just playing on my phone. I was just texting people, not a care in the world. And then next to us, a police officer pulled up right next to us. And I've gone to Jai. I've put my phone down. I said, I've been on my phone.
I'm done.
I said,
Did you see them look at you?
no, but I'm like, they're right next to me. I'm like, I think I'm done here. So anyway, I speed up to the next thing, like to where the gridlock continued on. The police officer came straight next to me, and I said to John, I'm fucked. That's it.
Wait, she got out of the car?
No, she just pulled up right next to the car, and she literally made a
She wind the window down?
And she looked at me, and I just played dumb. So I just mouthed the word. I'm like, what? Which was so stupid.
So what did she do?
And then, she looked at me. I went, what? And then she went like this. So she put a phone symbol up and she just shook her head and she drove off. And
That's 6 demerit points you've saved.
we actually went and looked it up. $593 and 4 demerit points. It would have
$600.
It would have been $600 and 4 demerit points should she have pulled me over.
How lucky?
I have since found out
The traffic jam gods were with you.
That's
that
what
day.
I thought, but no. Since then, we're told an interesting inside bit of information from the police as to why I didn't get pulled over. I won't say on air.
Can you? And we can beep it?
I
need to know.
Basically, the reason was because of this whole strike.
Oh, the strike.
Yep.
They're basically going,
But don't tell everyone because then there'll be danger on the road. But yeah, they're not. You can get speeding, phones, all that stuff at the moment.
They're just
Don't know
choosing,
for how
they're
much
choosing
longer.
not to do it.
They're just not doing it. Yeah, they're only
Good
doing
on them.
Well, saved my
Get on your
ass.
phone, everyone. No, don't. Seriously. I've actually been, not road raging, I was talking to Garney about this yesterday. We're driving around everywhere yesterday getting stuff off Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, I just saw this P-plater. I saw about 3 different P-platers all on their phone. And I felt old, but I was angry at the P-platers for being on their phone. And they're like swerving and stuff.
Yeah, that's bad.
But
We're not here to change the law.
no.
Well, but what did you do?
justice system.
But we ran into some of our friends at the cricket.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Former guests of the show.
Couple of former guests.
Who do we run into?
I'm scared to say what I accidentally said to one of
Well,
them.
firstly, who did we run into?
So the great man Kados McDonald,
Yep.
YouTuber, I think podcaster, content creator,
Yep.
Nuffy of the Melbourne Footy Club,
Yep.
and then Checkers, the big fella from Marmalade. He's a ripper as well. We run into both of them.
And Kados' housemate.
Oh, and then Druzy, Kados' housemate, who you didn't know who you didn't know who he was, and then he was freaking out because he came over. He saw it. No,
Don't say
no,
this.
it's
We'll
funny
get back
though.
to him,
It's
though.
funny though.
Oh.
Because he'd never met him before. So
Yeah.
how can you never met someone and expect to know who they are? And basically, D goes. He came up to D, spotted D, goes, D, how are you, mate? And D goes, oh, yeah, good. D goes, yeah, I'm here with Dos. He goes, oh, you're Dos, blah, blah, blah. And then
I think, who is this bloke?
and then I walk over and D goes, mate, you got to help. Like, D was in a frantic panic.
Because I thought initially when somebody came up, I just thought it was someone who listens to the show because that happens quite regularly. But then when they seem to know, I'm like, have we had this bloke on our show before? Because he's talking as if we're best mates. And I thought it was somebody else we had on the show a long time ago. It wasn't him.
I've forgotten.
Yeah, but I was full panicking. But you think I was frazzled? Wait till you hear what Dos did.
Yeah, but this wasn't because I was frazzled. I just was deaf. That's different. And D for the next 30 minutes, he was panicking about them coming back and going, oh fuck, what do I say and what's his name and then I'm pretty sure I remembered his name and I did and they came up and we had a chat and so all 3 of them came up and having a chat and I was just talking to Checkers and they had to go or whatever and Kados said something under his breath. He said, but there was the word love in there and I thought he said, love ya. So
He said, love the pod. What did you say, Dos?
He must have said love the pod and I thought he said love ya. And I said, love you, mate. And then we shook hands and he went off and I in my head, I'm thinking, did he hear me say that? So, Kados, if you heard me say that, I do love you. You're a ripper. But I apologise if that's not what you said to
Made
me.
things a little bit awkward.
Mate, well, for me, it did. I was thinking about it for the next few days. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you got on your list, Dad?
I got a couple of things,
Yeah.
but I'll leave them for later.
Oh, they're coming up later.
Yeah.
Well, let's give everyone a bit of a teaser for the show. What's coming up today? 'Cause it is a jam-packed episode.
Well, Tour Edge,
Yep.
I'm throwing some hot topics at you.
Can't
which will be good
wait.
fun. You're typically always the one throwing them at me. So, and there's a bit of Australian Open fever to it.
Oh, lovely.
And then we've got
Villains.
A good man, Sammy. He's got the screen ready to go. We've got a few bits of content.
Best villains of all time.
Best villains of all time. Villains that you kind of secretly love to hate.
Yes.
We've gone to the dos&d audience. Got a shitload back, which was nice. So we'll be reading out your guys' villains.
Yes.
What else?
Then we've got a new segment brought to you by a new partner, which we'll talk about them a little bit later on. I'm looking forward to it.
Can we tease the partner?
Well, yeah, it's something to do with your testicles.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all we'll say. But we're putting ourselves under a bit of a stress test, a bit of a pressure test. So we'll explain that a
What
little
about that's
bit
got to
later
do
on.
with testicles?
And then I've just had I don't want to say the date, but we're going through an interesting time of the year. There's a certain public holiday that always gets the crowd up and about. And I've just had a close little look at that, and I want to address a couple of things.
I'm excited. I can't wait for that.
So I'm going to just address a couple of things, and so we'll get to that a bit later on. But shall we get stuck in? Cool. All right, so we just said off the top of the show, we talked about the Australian Open and the cricket, and I was coming up with some segments or some ideas that we can talk about on today's podcast. And over the summer, Dos, this is what I've discovered. The night that we went to the tennis, we went and saw D Uncut, didn't we?
Yeah.
Now, one thing I don't do, just because he's Australian, I'm not cheering. People act like, oh, he's from Australia, so you know him. You don't know him. There's 27 million in the country. Just because he's from the same country, I don't believe you need to get behind him. That's just me. And I learned that during the cricket too, because Mohammad Siraj, you know him?
Yep.
Indian. He made himself the biggest villain.
Great bowler.
Great bowler. And as soon as he made himself the villain, I'm like...
Everyone loved him.
I wanted India to win.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Oh, I
You
love...
wanted India to win the test.
At one stage.
Wow.
Because I just like...
You don't follow it enough to be
well,
disappointed.
I like a bit of entertainment.
Yeah.
I like entertainment. And what Danielle Collins did during the Australian Open, so for those that don't know, this American girl, Danielle Collins, she's been in the rankings for a long
That
time.
made me so angry.
I loved it. So as soon as she started carrying on like that, I'm like, win the tournament. You're my favourite now. I hope she goes on and wins. Unfortunately, she got knocked out the next round.
What about Tony Jones then? What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, but that's different. That was different.
Sammy shaking his head going, but I'd be interested to know your dad's opinion.
Yeah, Sammy won't be too happy there. But no, with old TJ's different. But what I'm trying to say is I actually like when an athlete or a person puts it upon themselves to be the bad guy, because we grew up loving our wrestling. I like cheering the bad guys. They're more
Me not so much.
Well, I don't like the ones that just smile and they say all the right things.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes, just baby face.
Yeah, Cena.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. But when you're watching a movie, I often find myself cheering for the bad guy. I like a good villain.
Yeah.
And that's where I started thinking to myself. I thought Danielle Collins, Mohammad Siraj, Nick Kyrgios has loved being the villain.
He's a good one, actually. He's a big villain.
These are the ones.
Kane Corns,
another one. The ones that put themselves up. Who are the best villains of all time? So we've asked the audience. We want the best. We're talking movies, TV shows, athletes, villains. Now, before we get into what the audience can come back with, have you got any?
Honestly,
you just don't cheer villains.
I don't. I love the good guy.
Yeah.
I've always liked the good guy. And you referred wrestling, mate. I was the biggest. I just loved the good guys.
Yeah, but now that you're older?
I hated the heels. Like JBL is a. I didn't even think he's on the list,
Yeah,
right?
thank you,
JBL,
Will
John
James.
Bradshaw Layfield. I hated his guts.
Yeah, as a kid,
And I took it personally.
Yeah,
I was like,
really?
Yeah, I felt like it was personal. The things he was saying on the mic sometimes, going, oh, he's taking the piss out of
I'll
me.
throw one at you then. What about someone like Undertaker? So
He's a face.
yeah, but he's heel kind of movement, so isn't he? Would you say? Heel kind of.
Yeah, well, he's getting the Undertaker up. I mean, I'd probably then consider. I wouldn't like him as a. I wouldn't like him as a heel.
Really?
No.
So this whole segment isn't supposed to be
About WWE.
WWE, but the whole point is we're talking about villains, because I personally
Good guy, bad guy, good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, but well, just quickly before we move on, so there's no movie where you just love, the wings.
Actually, there is one.
Yeah, go on.
There's one. Home Alone. Marv
There you go.
and Harry. the two villains in Home Alone, purely because they're just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, so it probably is it's probably a bad example, but I enjoy them as villains because they make it funny.
So I think Disney always did villains really well. As a kid, I thought all the villains in Disney, they're typically they're the stars of the movie.
Yeah.
I think Scar from The Lion King.
I hate Scar. See, I hate Scar.
But don't you reckon he's a great character? It's more interesting.
No? But without Scar, you don't get the story.
Yeah.
But when you watch him and he scratches Mufasa and he falls down the thing.
What about
and I just get upset and angry at him.
Well, because there's some Disney ones coming out. What about Cruella de Vil? Did you ever see?
Never seen it. Never seen
saw it.
101 Dalmatians.
Oh, well, see, she's another good character. I thought.
Yeah.
Just,
what about Captain Hook from Peter Pan?
see, I didn't see that.
Can't stand him.
Well, yeah.
Hated him.
But that's what makes a good villain.
Yeah.
That's what makes a good villain.
Yeah.
So we asked you guys to give us the ones that you're supposed to hate, but secretly you love. Dos, why don't you kick us off? Give us.
Tell you what, the people have come. They've come with some rippers. So the first one, Walter White. Is that Breaking Bad? Walter White. I've never seen Breaking Bad. And then underneath that, he's also got the Penguin. Now the Penguin, is that from the Batman movies?
Batman.
No, I'm not a Batman watcher, but from what I've seen of the Penguin, it's a scary looking.
It's a scary, creepy.
Yeah. Are we going to throw something up here?
Let's have a look.
Sammy's
Here we
got
go.
the Penguin
Sammy's
up.
going to show us an example. So here's actually, before you click play, just want to say to the listeners, if you are listening to this podcast, these are the episodes or these are the moments you want to head over to YouTube because you can watch what we're actually seeing and what we are reacting to.
Yes, yeah, reference point.
Yeah. Let's hit it, Sammy. Show us the Penguin.
My baby, did you miss me?
This guy freaked me out as a kid.
The Penguin.
Yeah, I saw this movie as a kid.
Did you miss me?
Great speech, Oswald.
Oh, see, I find that clown more scary.
Yeah.
It's not Oswald. It's Penguin.
God.
Yeah, there you go.
I just thought of one.
Yeah.
Voldemort, Harry Potter. I'm not a big. I've watched most of the Harry Potters, but he's probably the definition of a villain.
But is he a villain you love to hate? So there's a difference. I think what we're trying to get with these guys is there's villains that are like so bad and like we can all
You wanna hate them.
We all universally we just hate them. But someone like Penguin, there's something you kind of like
You
about
can warm to him.
You warm to the man. Like there's a bit of a backstory there. Yeah.
And the next one, I'll go one more.
Yep.
This is random, and I saw this movie like when I was really, really young, but I don't really remember this. But Lola of Shark's Tale. She's a gold digger, but also her confidence is unmatched.
There you go.
Not sure what that means, but
Confidence unmatched. The female heels can be quite good actually.
I think there's a junkie on the loose.
Yeah. Now this is one of mine, and I love this. This I should have used this as an example, but Daniel Medvedev.
Yeah.
To me, he's my favorite tennis player. I absolutely love him. We've played him on the show. We've talked about when he called the ref a small cat.
Pussy.
Yeah, exactly right. Or he told Stefanos to shut your fuck up with his broken
That is
English.
so funny.
Which is
Shut your fuck up.
But see, I always, whenever he's playing, it's must watch. Got to watch him. Always
A character that just you want in the tournament.
cheer for him.
Well, Djokovic is a bit the same, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like people love to hate him.
I don't get why.
I love him.
Why do they boo him off the court?
Don't know.
That look.
It's all the vaccine rubbish.
But that reflects so poorly
I
on
know.
Australians. Anyway.
Next one. Yeah. Do I go to it?
There we go.
The Joker.
The Joker. Here we go. Well, that's come up a couple of times.
I only watched The Joker recently. The
first-
The first.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. The Dark Knight. That's the first
Oh,
time I've
yeah.
ever seen Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Yeah. Click play.
We are tonight's entertainment.
I only have one question. Where is Harvey?
Bryce is
Dent?
my.
Can I ask, if you're an actor in that movie, like there's a few extras, are you a little bit scared, even though you know it's fake?
Yeah. 100%.
I'll be shitting myself.
Yeah, 100%.
Like knowing it's
Good actors
not
would do that to
real.
you.
He's so just wrapped up in that character that it's
Yeah.
almost real.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That scares the shit out of me.
That's what's good acting. Now the next one here, and I agree 100%. I love this and I actually did think of this person, but Mr. Burns off The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Because when you watch The Simpsons, every time it's a Mr. Burns episode, I'm in. I'm locked in.
Really?
I love him.
yeah.
He's so. There's so much to his character that to me he's a bit camp, a bit flamboyant.
He's a bit camp.
Sometimes he's really. He's not. He's evil in weird ways, and typically I want his plans to go through. So I thought that's a perfect suggestion for this.
That's a good one, actually. I love this one because I loved this show as a kid. Angela from the Rugrats. Did you
Was
watch
she
much
the
of the
older
Rugrats?
sister or whatever?
No, she was. I think she was a cousin or something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But again, she was like a bully. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
it's Angelica.
Angelica. Sorry. No, what did I say? Angela.
Yeah. There's a
Angela.
Well, there's a couple. There's a couple with more cartoons. Helga from Hey Arnold.
Yep.
It wasn't to be. Ursula from Little Mermaid was mentioned.
Never watched the Little Mermaid.
But do you know the character?
No.
Very scary looking.
Really?
Like big octopus looking thing. You would have seen her.
If I saw it, I might.
But yeah. Goldfinger. That's James Bond.
Goldfinger. Which
That's-
Bond is that from?
Get a picture up, Sammy, if you could, of Goldfinger.
Actually, that's
Is he the guy with the teeth?
yes. Oh,
And
he scared the shit out of me.
Does he crush the golf ball? Is that the one?
No, it's 007. Which one was it? The guy with the teeth freaked me out.
No, that's a play on.
That's a Dr. Evil.
Well, there you go. That's a good one.
I love Dr.
There you
Evil.
go. Here's
I love
a heel.
Dr. Evil.
There's a heel. There he is. Well, there's Dr. Evil. So that's obviously, they took that all off James Bond movies.
Yeah.
There's a couple basketball references here. We have Isaiah Thomas. We also have Meta World Peace as well.
Is that a basketballer?
So basketballers. And then also I like this one, Stephen Milne got brought up.
Milne?
I wouldn't say he's a bad guy, would you?
No, but he's probably one of those players, just people have hated him.
It's like Ginnivan. I love
Yeah.
Ginnivan.
I love Ginnivan too.
Yeah, I love Ginnivan. Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think of some other
Tell
footballers.
you two that I love. I love Jake Paul as a heel.
Jake Paul.
Like everyone,
Yeah.
he makes himself the bad guy. He's fantastic.
Now this one, I know Sammy's waiting for it. He's ready to go. And
Yeah.
the second movie I think is coming out soon. Happy Gilmore too, but Shooter McGavin, he's an absolute classic. Click play.
Trying to reach the green from here, Shooter?
That's not possible, sir.
I beg to differ. Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no more than an hour ago.
Well, moron, good for Happy Gilmore. Oh my God!
I love this.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, Shooter's a ripper.
Yeah, he's a classic.
Shooter's a ripper. There's a couple of, we mentioned WWE off the top. There's a couple there. There's John Bradshaw Layfield's got to mention. I don't would have sprung to my mind, but thank you.
Really?
Thank you, Will James, for that. But the other one, and this is one of my favorites of all time. This is another man that when he comes out, I cheer as a kid. Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yeah.
And
Did you watch the doco on Vincent?
Nah,
Yeah?
nah. I've grown out of it now. But as a
No,
kid,
but it's not. It's on Netflix. It's a great doco on
how
him.
many times I tell you every month I don't have Netflix. Every month on the show I tell you I don't have Netflix.
I know. I forget.
Yeah. Anyway, here's Vince
I think
McMahon.
you're the only human in the world not to have it. To be honest.
Here's a hilarious McMahon.
I do what I do for me and me only. Hey, go
He's doing a
on.
lie detector here.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you this. I am no perfect.
It's that face. The best thing about him is he would have been scripting his own lines.
know, writing it,
That's what I
thinking
love.
it's hilarious.
That's what I love. Now, just before we move on completely, there was a couple people that DM'd us in, so I'll just check.
Oh yeah.
So because yeah,
Goldfinger. Who's Goldfinger?
Sammy's gonna find Goldfinger
Come on,
again.
find. So just type in Goldfinger 007.
We got quite a long DM from
Finger, as in finger on your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I don't know. Maybe it was meant to be gold member. I don't know.
Yeah, was it gold member, Dos? Is that him?
That's gold member, yeah. I love gold.
This
That's a
one
keeper.
now debatable. I don't know. Did you watch Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Nah. So sorry, Tricky. Vegeta. I think that's how you pronounce it. He wrote in there, and then we got another one here. Dark Knight. Bloody scary character and played it so well. So there's a few there. Now, before we go, is there any others that have sprung to mind? And when will you start cheering the bad guy, Dos? Do you ever want the bad guy to succeed?
Well, I want Cena to win the
everything.
Rumble this
Yeah,
year.
Yeah.
Again, I need to stop referring to wrestling.
Yeah, like it's not a just
It's not a wrestling podcast. People are going, who's Cena?
As soon as we talk wrestling, people
I
turn
know.
off.
I don't know why, but my girlfriend Garden gives me shit about this all the time. I like playing by the rules. I don't like colouring outside the lines, even in life. So when someone... No, but... Well, do you have an example?
No, just go on. That's all
When
right.
I say that, I
I'm not going to
mean...
incriminate you on air.
I like to... I just like to do things properly.
Yeah.
So when other people aren't doing things the way, just the rest of society doing them sometimes, like parking or driving or at the shops or not saying please or thank you, which a heel does very well, I get annoyed. So that's probably why. I just can't stand... You need to be good... I like the good people.
Well, I'll give you a different question. Out of all the ones we mentioned, who's the greatest of them? Who's the greatest heel?
The greatest heel...
Who's your favourite?
Shit, I don't know. Who? Probably the Joker. The Joker.
The fact that he's so iconic and they made movies. Well, how many movies now have they made of him? Yeah, it's the fact. So that probably suggests that the crowd probably feel the same. So there you go. The Joker is the.
Who's your favourite out of the lot?
Mr. Burns.
I knew you were going to say that.
Mr. Burns or Vince McMahon. They're the
Mr.
two.
Burns.
Or Daniel Medvedev.
Oh yeah, true.
Is it Daniel or Daniel?
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but Medvedev. He's a good guy.
Smoket. How do I say Smoket?
We'll be back to Dos and D Uncut in just a moment, but now, Dos, what time is it?
It's FBH. That's Fleet Plan Hire Solutions. They are the kings and queens of all your Earth movie needs.
Projects, big, small, in the middle, doesn't matter. They will look after you. fbh.com.au. That's where you go. Dos?
That is where you go. Now back to the Dos and D Uncut. Your favourite segment, D?
Yes.
The Tour Edge Hot Topics.
Yes, we dedicated the last Uncut to Tour Edge. Hot topics, I should say, and we're doing it again. This time the ball is in your court. But before we do, exciting news from the team at Tour Edge.
They're back on board.
Yes.
Back on board with the show for 2025, which is exciting. Those clubs are going nowhere. They're staying with us.
They're just beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we actually went and met with the boys, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good. Well, I'd never been out to their warehouse. So we actually both went out there together and got to catch up with the boys, and it's freaking cool out there.
Well, it's a cool operation. I'm actually holding one of the clubs now. Again,
they were saying they actually make them there.
They manufacture them. So they actually manufacture them on site in Dandenong. They can do a lot for you. So in all seriousness, if you are looking for a new set of clubs for 2025, honestly, look no further. The technology is as completely up to date as you can imagine. Huge focus on precision and accuracy. What else could you ask for?
They just look... I was going to swear them. They just look so nice. Like, don't they just
beautiful.
Look so
They're
aesthetically pleasing?
They're sexy. They make
sexy.
you look
That's
good.
a good word. Sexy. They're
And
hot.
but the 725, these are the 725 series. There might be a new series coming out soon.
We did hear a little
bit of insight. But Dos, where can we find them on socials?
Tour Edge AU on Instagram.
Yep.
I know we talk a lot about this, but I mean, those clubs, you can buy them, but they also do lots of little competitions and giveaways to those that follow them on Instagram. So make sure you go follow the guys over there.
Plus, just quickly too, not just clubs. Obviously, any accessory, golf
clothing,
accessory,
everything.
clothing, they've got
lots
it all.
of different stuff. They've got
what are we
a
doing?
line of different products. But Tour Edge, hot topics.
Yes.
You ready
let's
to
do
go?
it. Yep. Explain in 10 seconds to the audience how this works.
Basically, I'm throwing questions at you, trying to get you caught off guard. Things that are topical at the moment in the world. A fast, quick fire question at you. Get your answer, hear your response, okay?
Love it. Let's do it.
All right, first question. Novak Djokovic, a polarising figure, some would say.
Yes. Very well said.
In the word of tennis. I love him, love to watch him. People love to hate him. But he's pulled out of this. He pulled out of the Australian Open with an injury.
He did.
People said he faked an injury, actually. So
Ridiculous.
he went off court against Alcaraz, came back, won the game. My question to you is, have you ever faked an injury or faked, being sick to get out of something? And when was that?
Oh, yes, I have. Definitely back in the days of
School?
under 18. Oh, school, yeah, but I'm thinking more football. Whenever it was time trial time.
Oh,
Geez, did my hammies flare up on those days? They got real tight, and it was just too much of a risk to simply do the 2K run. But I could do it with the drills. I could do it with the kicking
You
stuff.
could kick 50 metres.
but God forbid, I can't do a 6 minute.
Didn't you and Will rock up to footy training late purposely to miss the 2K?
If it was a 2K, they were flogging us one year, and we were so unfit, the two of us. Sorry, Will, but I was more unfit than him. And I just got my license, so we were driving up and down Piersdale Road,
Watching them
just
run.
doing laps, waiting for them. And as soon as they're running stopped, we drove into training. Says, "Oh, sorry, we're
That's
late."
horrible. And they didn't even care.
They had no idea. I said, "Oh, sorry, they didn't know we'll run.
No, but
we were
you
driving
say
over
I'm
the
sorry
other-
we're late. you
Yeah,
know.
but that's the one injury I think I've. Have I ever faked another one? No, I think that's probably the.
What
only-
about like? Have you called in sick?
You know, I'm like that. Yeah, I've never done. Actually, I was furious because at my old job, I never called in sick ever. I'd go into work sick so many times.
Yeah.
And one time I was genuinely really sick, and they said, "Oh, you're lying." I'm like, and I was so annoyed because I said, "How many times have I rocked up, crook as a dog, and powered through, and I'm genuinely here sick, and you don't believe me?"
Didn't they message you or something? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they said go get a medical certificate. I
hate that.
was furious.
Yeah. So I went to the movies on Friday night,
Mm.
and I got a nice little movie voucher for my 30th. Got a couple.
Lovely.
So went to Hoyt's. Don't know Hoyt's still well. No, you get the recliner at Hoyt's now, which is really nice. Better Man, the Robbie Williams movie.
Yeah.
Actually, you can't do that. There's a bit of like a thing in the middle. You can't reach across.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
So you can't do that. But
Lucky that wasn't there when you were 16, Dos.
Oh no, only kissing, only kissing.
Better Man.
Better Man.
Yeah.
The Robbie Williams biopic. Now we're big Robbie Williams
We are.
lovers. Grew up with Robbie Williams. He was our soundtrack. Our mothers loved him. My first pair of breasts I saw on a Robbie Williams DVD. Funnily enough.
Jeez, isn't that an interesting sliding doors moment in your life? Imagine if you never saw that movie. Having breast played a big part of your development. It could have saved you a lot of trouble over the years. Anyway,
Trouble.
not trouble, just
Jeez.
distractions. Anyway, continue on.
Fucking hell.
So I'm good at hot topics.
Yeah, Better Man. It was amazing.
Yeah.
You got to see it.
Really?
You need
Even
to
as
see
a
it.
monkey?
Well, being a Robbie Williams fan yourself,
Yeah.
you'll love it. But I found myself like hysterically bawling at the end.
Really?
Yeah, like Dos was crying.
Wow.
I'm a
Yeah.
crier.
Yeah.
I think everyone who knows me pretty well knows that I'm a bit of a crier. What was the last movie, a show, or a moment? Don't say like, maybe not funeral, but what's the last movie you maybe, the tears started flowing and it got you good emotionally, tug at the heartstrings?
Oh, I'll ask you different. When was the last time you saw me cry? Have you ever seen me cry?
I actually can't tell you.
Because I'm not a crier.
Yeah,
so
but
no,
you
no,
can-
no, it's
you
all right. I'm
probably
thinking,
cry in private.
I'm
though.
thinking.
You probably cry in private.
No, I'm not
Really?
a crier. So, I'm trying to think of movies. Movies, I've had movies that I've had to turn away.
Be animal related.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
If it's animal related, I can't.
Yeah.
They're not movies, but YouTube videos of animals finding their reuniting with their human after war, or the people that train like tigers or they train monkeys, and then
Yeah.
10 years later they go and see them and the monkey run. That's I have to turn that off, or that's
Really?
that would be what would get me. If
So
I
you
was
probably
watching,
are a crier, but you just turn it off because you don't want to cry. You just turn it off because
no,
you don't.
I don't turn off because I don't want to cry. I turn off because I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I can't watch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something nearly made me cry at the cricket, but I've got a feeling that might be coming up.
No, it's not. But do you want to? It was going to, but I've decided not to go
That's
with it.
okay, that's
yeah. Well, D got a bit emotional. A seagull got hit by a cricket ball at the Big Bash, and let's just say D was calling the ambulance.
I actually lost my temper.
Yeah,
The boys had
he
to
wasn't
calm me
happy.
down.
So
Yeah.
recently had a plumber come to my joint.
Yeah.
We had the tappet at our place. Just our main kitchen sink it actually just needed tightening, which I tried to do, but I didn't have the right tool to tighten it properly. But basically, got someone in to help, which was good. So I want you to think of these 5 trades
Oh yeah.
and where would you rank if you had to be and your skill set
Oh no.
and where you would,
Yeah.
if you were to leave the podcast and you might have to go and get a trade, where would each one rank? Right.
Okay.
So we've got a builder,
Yep.
plumber,
Yep.
electrician,
Yep.
landscaper,
Yep.
mechanic.
You're asking what my skill set is or what I'd like to do?
Bit of both.
Okay. Number 1, I'd go builder, because that's kind of what I've wanted to sort of do at one stage. So I'll go builder 1.
Did you want to be a builder?
Remember at school? Remember when I went to do TAFE?
Oh yeah, true.
But they
Yeah,
put me
you-
into
cabinet making.
which wasn't what I wanted to do. Sorry, Bruce, but that wasn't exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Unfortunately, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do construction building. So building 1, I always thought the idea of a landscape would be cool.
Electricians. Good coin.
Sorry, mate. Do you want to answer the question?
No,
No, please.
I'm just thought maybe you might not know how much they get paid.
I think they all get paid pretty well, don't they?
Electricians are the
Electricians doesn't appeal to me. So do our Sparky. All right, let's go. Builder, landscaper.
landscaper's tough.
I know it's tough.
I've done it.
but I'm not a bit of. Yeah, it is tough. But
Yeah.
I think being outside,
Yeah.
a bit of creativity.
Yeah.
But everything's different. Each day's
Bit
different.
of flora and fauna.
Wouldn't love digging holes. And then what did you say? Electrician. What are the other three?
Mechanic,
And what's the other one?
electrician, and
There's-
plumber.
Plumber. All right, let's go. Electrician, plumber, mechanic. There's no chance I'd ever
Yeah,
be a mechanic.
I knew you'd put that last.
Oh God.
And then the last one, I've got 5.
Just quickly, the closest I ever became to becoming a mechanic was the lead performance of Grease when I was 8 years old. Right, primary school.
Did you have the slick
I
back
did.
hair?
Yes, I
Danny
did.
Zuko?
Yeah, Danny Zuko. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
You
continue.
should share that story. That's a rip.
Oh, the Danny Zuko's. Yeah. We'll keep that for next time. I'll
Danny,
write that
Danny
down.
Zuko. All right, the last one.
Danny Zuko.
So, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Is back on, and
Yeah, they're pinching a couple of our guests.
I noticed that. Yeah, and I was just thinking about you because you hate spiders,
Yeah.
and they have to do a lot of these different challenges, and they have to eat stuff, and so if my life depended on it,
Oh.
if my life depended on it,
Should have asked me this in the next segment.
would you lie in a box covered
Oh.
head to toe
Oh.
for 1 minute, full of huntsmen
Oh. Oh. Oh my God.
for my life?
Oh my God.
Someone's next to me.
Oh my
Bryce
God.
is saying yes. He would.
The thing is, I've always thought if I ever was to go on one of these shows, the first thing they'd say is greatest fear. They say, "Are you okay with spiders?" I go, "I love spiders. I'm fine."
Yeah, because you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they refer to this clip and they'll put spiders. The spiders is the one thing I don't know if I could.
I'm not
For
going to be offended, just by the way.
For your
but
life, for somebody else's life, I would do it.
would you do it for money? How about let's go on the other? Let's go.
Oh,
All right, you do it
money.
for my life. Would you do it for $1 million?
$1 million, yeah.
You would?
$1 million, yeah.
Jeez, you didn't even fucking flinch at the $1 million. For me, it was like, oh
No,
oh,
no, I said
oh,
yes.
oh.
I said yes, but
No, but it took you about a minute.
No, I was just
the
saying
$1 million was
no,
about 2 seconds.
because I was before I processed what was at stake. I was thinking about huntsmen,
Okay,
like
yeah.
huntsmen. Like, oh God, I'd rather do those poisonous spiders with, the ones that they put on
Red, what?
just venomous spiders that are like small and point. But those huntsmen, I'd really struggle.
Yeah.
But yes, I would save your life, and for $1 million, I'd also do it. But outside of that,
You'll probably end up on one of those shows one day. I'm a celebrity.
I don't want to do spiders. That would be the clause.
Yeah.
Any spiders, I'm out. Yeah. Anyway, well done. Anything?
No,
Any
that's
other
it.
topics?
No, that's it. Oh yeah, just make sure you go see Better Man.
Yeah, yeah. We're not sponsored by him, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is really exciting for the dos&d show because we've got a partner on board. You guys probably would have heard some previous episodes where we talk about healthy male and, of course, the Check Your Balls campaign. But just before we get into today's segment, because we always like to bring a little bit of fun, it's great to have a different initiative as part of the show.
It is. I mean, I'll put my hand up and say, being someone who's probably over cautious of their health, D can vouch for that. I'm a man who's probably too or overthinks too much about their health, and I check my body too much. So I'm excited about having someone like this on board, to be honest.
Well, it's nice to have a campaign out there on board. They're not selling anything. This is literally just here to spread awareness. And yes, of course, the campaign for Feb for these guys is Check Your Balls. But we do encourage you guys to have a look at Healthy Male. Dos is going to talk to you a little bit about them in a second. But if you are a female listener, obviously you got males in your life, and all this information does translate across to females too. So a lot of this testicular stuff we're about to talk about, obviously translates to breast cancer and things like that. But before we do our fun segment, because don't worry guys, this is going to get nice and juicy in a minute. But tell us a little bit more about Healthy Male.
Yeah, so I just want to quickly state, so Healthy Male is a not-for-profit that has provided free male health information for over 24 years, funded by the Australian Government, Department of Health and Aged Care. So from anxiety to fertility, exercise to erections, they share evidence-based, easy-to-understand content for everyone. Created with the expertise and experience of Australia's best clinicians, researchers and educators. They also address gaps in knowledge and promote early intervention through targeted campaigns like Check Your Balls, which is what we're going to be promoting this afternoon, which raises awareness about testicular self-examinations, the importance of recognising changes and seeing a doctor about them.
Lovely, lovely. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about the campaign at the end, but in true dos&d fashion, when we like to talk or work with a brand, we don't just spit facts at you and give you a call to action. We like to gamify things, and what we're doing today is Sammy's got there a little stress ball he's going to throw in.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Now, this is a stress ball, and of course, do you understand? Check your balls. Stress
I
balls.
see what you've done.
So what we're going to do today, Dos, is Sammy's come up with some pretty interesting would you rathers or hypotheticals.
Hypothetical situations.
Hypotheticals that are going to be quite tough to answer. So
it's putting ourselves under stress.
Under stress, under pressure.
How do we perform in those scenarios?
So I'm going to throw this to you, and I'm going to throw some at you, and you're going to do the same. Whoever's holding the stress ball is going to be under duress.
Duress.
And then this might be how we. This is not how you check your balls. Just squeezing those knackers like that.
No. I have to state, please don't do that. That will rupture a testicle.
Yeah. So. This is purely a prop to get us through. So do you want to throw the hypotheticals at me first while I hold the stress ball?
Yeah, so we're going to go, I do 3, you do 3?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'll go first. So this is a ripper. You send a screenshot of a private conversation to the person you were talking about.
Oh, no.
What do? Send 10 more random screenshots and pretend it's a glitch. And, oh, shit, it's just got out. Immediately block them and move to another country. 3, own up and say, oops, just wanted to see my loyalty. Just wanted you to see my loyalty test.
Do I have to pick one of those, or can I go?
You can choose whatever you want. You can pick one, you can make one up. What would you do in that situation?
If I've screenshotted about the person I'm talking about.
Me and you are, yeah.
Oh.
Me and you were talking about Sammy over there.
This is great.
Me and you were talking about Sammy. You've written something like, geez, he's a lazy piece of shit.
And I've sent it to him.
You send it to him. It gets to him. What do you do? Sammy, you're not a lazy piece of shit, by the way.
I would play it off. I think I'd play in that scenario. I'd play it off as. It actually makes you squeeze this thing. I'd actually play it off as a joke.
Would you?
I would say.
Well, what would you do though? How would you play it off as a joke? Like you can say that, but what would you do?
I would say, just kidding, Sammy. Just wanted to get your reaction.
Yeah, just taking the piss.
Just
pulling
taking the piss. But it depends how. I mean,
but then what if he? But then he'll probably ask. He'll go, "Well, that's not funny."
I'd say I don't know. Oh, fuck.
I actually think the glitch is a great concept.
Yeah, but you've still said something about somebody else. That is a big fear of mine, is sending photos to the wrong person or any text. I'm playing it off as a joke. That's all I can say for now. Okay. That's really tough.
So next one, this I reckon will get you as well. You'll like this. So in a pandemic, so this is quite fitting. We've had obviously the big pandemic that was. You have a limited supply of a life-saving vaccine. You have to decide how it gets allocated amongst the community, amongst different groups. So think of healthcare workers, the elderly, essential workers, maybe a family. What criteria do you use to distribute the vaccine? And think, if this vaccine isn't getting to everyone, a lot of people are dying.
Well, how do I say this nicely? That is a very good question. There's a few that I'm not handing it out to.
Who?
Some people in this area that like to damage cars, probably would be one. But I reckon in that case, I think it's survival of the fittest. Firstly, check the vaccine actually works, unlike previous pandemics. And then let's say it does work and it's effective. Then let's get it out to. I hate saying this. It's always best person for the job in anything. I'm not about. It's not equality goes out the window. It's not one of everything. We're not doing that. It's essential workers, intelligent people that are going to move us forward, people that contribute to society, and hot chicks. Next.
I'm surprised you didn't say that was number 1.
Yeah.
All right, third one.
That sucks.
It's hard. This is a good one.
Sucks.
So,
this
you're on a work call, right? Say we're on Zoom. You're on a Zoom call with someone. It could be a client or a sponsor or someone.
Yeah.
And you accidentally end the Zoom call by saying, "I love you." How do you recover from that? that? I've got a few options. Do you want to hear the options? Or?
No, I'm going solo.
All right.
Because I think that's fine. I think you just say, yeah, love you, and then you go.
No, not love you. It's I love you. I love you. That's love you. See, there's a huge difference.
I know.
Love you. You can
So like you with Kate and McDonald. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Love you, mate. Like that, I can get away with, and we'll laugh about it.
Oh, so if I go, like you just almost
because you can't throw it in. You can't just throw in I love you. You can throw in love you.
But if
say,
you
mate,
said
love
it,
you. Whereas, say, mate, I love you.
You know what you'd say? You'd literally just say, oh, that's habit. That's what I say to my girlfriend. or my dog, or my mum, or whatever.
So you've got confused with a bloke on a Zoom call with your girlfriend.
No, because people do that all the time. People always, if they're used to always saying to their spouse, "I love you" at the end of a call, people often say that by
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah, no.
You take the ball. I can't do this. Well done, Sammy.
Yeah.
That was well done.
I'll give you that. All right. Is it my go?
Yeah, it's your go. Let me get up the what Sammy sent across. Okay, I like this one, Dos. All right, here we go. We'll start a bit easier. Now you're meeting for the first time your partner's parents, and you accidentally say you accidentally call their mum babe. So it just slips out. You've called your mother-in-law for the first time by meeting her. You've called her babe.
Oh, that's not nice.
How do you play it from there,
Well,
Dos?
I'm picturing like meeting
Yeah.
Garney's parents and that happening. Oh,
So you've said, first time, you called her babe.
So it's literally on first interaction?
Yes. That's
Not like-
that's a scenario. That's a
First
scenario.
interaction.
Yeah, you've said babe.
This is my mum. Nice to meet you, babe.
Yeah, yeah. Or just throughout conversation, these are great. This is great cauliflower, babe. or nice to meet you, babe. Or where's the toilet, babe? Like it slipped out. Or no, or you've accidentally referred to her as babe.
Oh God, what would I do?
Like-
You know what I'd be most worried about is the father-in-law punching me, like reacting. Mate, don't call it. You can't be calling her that.
Yeah.
No, not in my.
Well, there's
house,
so
buddy.
many factors. A, it's embarrassing, but B, it could be derogatory. Could be like you're
I would
taking
just
a piss.
say, I would just say, that's almost like saying mate. You know,
Yeah.
that's what me and my mate say. We call each other babe as a laugh.
Or you
know?
could say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Be a
True.
bit flirtatious.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing?
Yeah, you could do that. I wouldn't, but I'd just kind of, sorry. I call everyone. We call each other babe. We call everyone babe. Or I'd say, sorry. I thought it was my missus saying that. I didn't realize it was you. I called you babe.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Next one. Now you're on a first date, and they loudly send back their food. First date, and they've actually caused a scene. They've loudly sent back. How do you react?
Firstly, I'm already uncomfortable because I never send anything back myself. Never.
Nah.
Even if I ordered a burger and they gave me a steak, I wouldn't even send it back.
Can I add on to this, Sammy? Can I add to this scenario? I'm going to add to this scenario.
Okay, go. What are you going to add?
So she sent back her food, but now she's kind of said she wants you to stand up and say something to, like, on behalf of her. Like she's like,
Did you say it's a first date?
yeah, she's like, are you seeing this? Like, are you going to say something?
If this is a first date,
Yeah, and she's asking you to say something.
if this is a first date, I'm saying, I'm busting for the toilet, and I'm out.
No, you're not.
Yes,
you
I
would
am.
not do that.
I am.
No, because the waiter's there. They've come and she's like demanding in front of you. Are you going? Oh, I'm going to the toilet. I don't think you would in real life. Squeeze that thing and think about it.
I am.
hard.
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I want to run to the toilet.
Yeah. Do you stand up or do you say to the waiter or waitress? Do you say?
I think I actually look at her and I say, I just say, I don't agree with you. I think, no, everything's fine. Why do we don't have to make a scene? Why do we have to make a scene?
First date though.
Yeah, but that even more of a reason it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you don't know
Okay.
them. I don't like making a scene in the bed. Oh God,
That's hard. All right, next one. So this is the
you're
last.
making me uncomfortable.
Oh, that's the purpose of the thing. All right, here's the last one. All right, okay. So you're working for a company, and you realise that they're engaged in illegal activities that harm the environment. I don't know about the environment, but let's say they're engaged in illegal activities. Now, reporting it could lead to your job loss and financial instability, or do you blow the whistle and call them out? So do you stay silent and keep your job? Forget about the environment. I don't think that's a great example, but they're doing something really illegal.
Do you watch How I Met Your Mother? Have you seen that? Yeah, I just think of the episode where Marshall works for this big. He works because he's a lawyer. He goes and works for this big company that's fucking up the environment, and he ends up quitting. He goes, no, I care too much about the environment. I quit. I think I would just forget about it. I would just keep working for them.
But let's say they're screwing. No, let's forget the environment. They're screwing people over.
Like what?
Well, you're working for a company that's.
Yeah,
You're
give me an example.
All right. You're scamming people.
Oh,
you're
that.
Wolf of Wall Street style. You're scamming people. You're selling people stuff that is a load of bullshit that's they're believing in, but you know you're lying to them.
And if I stand up and say something,
You'll be fired and you'll lose your job and financial instability. It's a hypothetical world. So you don't have anything else to just fall back on. Or do you keep doing it?
you got me at old people. I'd probably tell the truth. And if they went mad at me and said, Wade, pick up that phone and call now. I don't give a shit about your feelings. I'd say, here's my laptop. I'm heading home.
Would you?
Well, I don't. Well, what
I'm
am
asking-
I
I'm
supposed?
asking-
What
I'm
am I
just-
supposed? It's a 50-50. I'm giving you an answer.
I'm asking. No, I'm just pushing it.
That's my answer.
Jeez, got it. Jeez.
I'm stressed.
So do you know what's happened? I think he's lying to. I think Dos is keeping the cash. He's defensive. I think we got him. Anyway,
I need to squeeze this.
give me that testicle. Now, there you go. How did that segment go? That was really tough.
It worked. It
worked.
did well.
Jeez, it got Dos fired up. But now comes the serious.
It's all playing a character.
I don't think it was. It's time now to obviously, just before we sign off on this wonderful segment, I thought that went quite well.
did I.
But we need to just quickly touch on the Check Your Pulse campaign, because in all seriousness, unlike the stress ball, this is a very, very serious topic, and of course, it could save a life.
Definitely. I mean, I will speak from a personal experience. Should I share this funny story now?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, often I'll actually check my testes
Your
in the
ghoulies?
shower.
Yeah.
The shower. That's like, for me, that's the best place to do it. It's warm water. You can have a feel and have a grab. And I thought I felt a little lump.
Oh no.
And I went to the doctor. The doctor said I'll send for an ultrasound. And went and got the ultrasound. I was the last one of the day, right? So I was the last one of the day. I left after work, and he's probably been scanning
He's ready to
testes
go
all day.
home. Yeah.
He's going.
If I see one more pair of
not
bollocks,
another
I'm
ball
going
bag.
home.
Like I've had enough. And when you're doing it, there must be a part they put like a bit of like almost like paper, like baking paper. I almost want to say it's not baking paper, but over the top. And he's just got the ultrasound underneath, and then he goes, "Oh, can you just lift the, your shaft, like so it's up on your belly?" Well, I thought he meant like over the top of the paper. And I've stretched it to go over the paper over the top, and he was like, "No, mate," and he wasn't happy. He was actually quite. No, he was like, he made me feel silly. He's like, "No, like underneath," and I was like, and I was so embarrassed.
So your wangs flipped over the top.
Because the point of the paper is so he doesn't see it. That's the point of it.
He doesn't want to see another cock.
And he's just saw it all. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. But
Look,
I got it checked, and it was all fine.
That's the moral of the story is he got it checked. I mean, I had a horrible experience as a kid. I thought I twisted testicles. And,
Oh, yeah?
I
What was
left
that?
one day too. No,
No, sure.
it was more. I'll never wear boxer shorts again. Let's put it that way, because this is why Y fronts are great, because they protect the ghoulies. And I was getting dinked on a motorbike and had an unfortunate landing, and I think they twisted in the whole.
What did your dad say?
He said, "Mate, they
When you
twist-
went home and you had sore
Oh, man, I
nuts.
couldn't walk." He's like, "Mate, get a pillow between them and we're going to the doctor because you got some twisted testicles." Thankfully, they were just bruised. That's not the purpose of this. Oh, we're going to lose this. Everyone's going to think we're taking the piss. All right, what we are trying to say, guys, we try and bring a little bit of entertainment for these serious topics. So here's the thing: next time you check your testicles, think of dos&d. Now, there's a few things that you should note when doing a self-testicle examination. Crying. All right, let's straighten it up.
Sorry.
All right,
Really sorry.
first one: every man's body is different, Dos.
Yeah.
Your ghoulies hang lower than mine. That's just the name of the game, right? Everybody's the same. The five of us in the room, everyone's different sizes and shapes. But knowing what's normal for you. How's this? I hope they think
I'm trying to be serious.
I'm just trying to make this light-hearted.
I love it. And it's it's a great campaign.
Yeah, I'm not taking the piss.
I
I
know.
promise. I'm just sharing. Everyone's different. So, now here's in all seriousness. Although rare, testicular cancer is one of the most common cancers in men aged between 20 and 39, and that is the number one demographic of the dos&d show is that age group. So, ladies, if you're listening, get your fellas to get them checked as well.
Well, also, like, it's a cancer that if it's found quickly, it's curable very
Exactly.
quickly.
Exactly.
It can be detected quite early,
Yep.
which is great.
And what's next point?
Yeah, D, I mean, no, what's normal is 1, but then it's quick and easy. So it doesn't take much time at all. Takes less than a minute. You feel for any differences, lumps. You might feel a change, pain, swelling, unusual firmness. So you notice something, then you go and see a doctor just with that quick examination.
100%. And just, again, we don't like talking too much about facts, but it is true. 1,000 new cases are diagnosed annually in Australia. And it's usually men in their early 30s, which is where we are now, Dos. The highest rate. And although rare, it's the second most common cancer for men in their 20s and 30s.
One thing to also remember, one of the last points is a lump doesn't always mean it's cancerous, D, as well. So many things can cause changes to your testes, including infections and injuries like you know, on the back of the motorbike. Doesn't always mean the end of the world. So
Exactly.
don't try self-diagnose. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's important to get checked by the doctor. They're trained to spot signs. They know what's good, what's bad.
So basically what we're saying, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to the guys, but of course the girls, encourage the guys in your life to do this. Just, you know, again, just check regularly. If there's anything abnormal, go see a doctor immediately as soon as you can.
Yeah, don't wait. If you notice something that's abnormal, don't be embarrassed.
Off you go. Get that
Trust
appointment.
me, I should know.
Exactly. But again, what we do want to say is this, of course, all brought to you by Healthy Male. There is a big focus on this throughout the month of February. But Healthy Male does have wonderful resources for a bunch of health topics that go far beyond just this campaign. So again, find them on socials. We'll put up all the links.
Healthy Male on Instagram. They're on TikTok
Yep.
and Facebook as well. And then within those links, you can also find the link to be a subscriber on their Check Your Balls email reminders, which that's going to remind you to go and get checked or to continue checking yourself.
100%. Again, healthymale.org.au. And for this campaign is /checkyourballs. But again, healthymale.org.au.
And their Instagram or social handle
Yep.
is at healthymale_au on Instagram.
Beautiful.
And TikTok, healthymaleau. Go and follow them over there.
All right. I said off the top of the show that I've got a little bone to pick.
Yeah, what's the bone?
Do we say the holiday? Do we mention the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, Australia Day. Is that taboo?
No.
Apparently these days you can't. I don't know. It's changing, but certainly in the last few years, it's been a day that I understand for a lot of people. It's very sad.
Well, you have to be sensitive.
Of course, you have to be very, very sensitive, and so it's a sensitive topic. But the only reason I bring up Australia Day is because when we were kids, what a joyous,
Occasion.
momentous, fun day it was. It used to be a great day. There was festivals. You'd go down the beach. There was fireworks. There'd always be food trucks and things going on. And then, obviously, there's a big movement to change a date, which that's fair enough. I actually understand why wants to be the case. But at the same time, it's at the expense of the old fun police, is what I've been. And it's like it's become one of those days where you're not allowed to have fun. And God forbid that you say happy Australia.
When it was a day of fun.
Yeah, and anybody that has fun on that day, it's
You're the devil.
It's frowned upon, exactly. So look, if you want to change a date, change a date. But what I'm saying is, should those that still celebrate it be condemned? I don't think so. What do you think?
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah. So what I thought is, I was sitting there and I was thinking back on those great memories of the day, and I thought, well, what is some of the fun police taken away from our lives over the last few years?
I'm really excited for this.
And, well, some is just really, really annoying. And I go back to school because this is when the fun police take over. When teachers decide, all right, enough's enough. British Bulldog, for example, was that
one of my favourites.
Was it banned?
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me off air, soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer got banned.
Soccer got banned at my school.
Why?
In primary school. I think it was for, again, like everyone, there was a few people that just loved to push and shove, and it might have turned into a fight, and then it got banned because it was too competitive.
Soccer.
Literally, we weren't allowed to play soccer.
So the fun police took that away. Well, I've got a few examples. Now, this is one that this actually boils my blood, this one. Competitive sports at school. The fun police have taken that away. There's no more, for a lot of schools, not everywhere, but there's a lot of schools.
What do you mean?
Well, you're not allowed to have winners and losers. It's just...
Even in high school?
Maybe no. I'm talking more. This is probably more
Primary.
primary school, but you kind of winners and losers. Everybody, it's just a bit of fun all round. I love a little bit of competitiveness. You know, I don't think it hurts to come last every now and then and just get a bit of a reality
It's
check.
good for the soul. Good
It's
for
good.
The, good for the development of our youth.
Well, when you get older, you're gonna fail many times. You're gonna get rejected. You're gonna go for a job interview. You're not gonna get it. You're gonna ask a girl out or a boy out. You're gonna get
And
rejected.
there's no resilience there because there's been no. Yeah.
What do? Do you just give up? No, you bounce back. So
You go again.
I think we bring that back. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You're with
Bring
me?
it back. Bring it back.
Well, they even banned cartwheels at schools.
Really? Oh, that I'm trying to think.
Handstands.
Something similar is ringing a bell.
Handstands and cartwheels. Did that ever get banned at your school?
No.
Did trading cards get banned at your school?
No.
Trading cards got
Oh,
banned.
I think,
Yep,
I
Bryce
think
is nodding.
footy cards.
Yes,
There was a thing with footy cards got banned. Why?
because fun, please. Because I don't know, distractions, or because why?
Not everyone can have them.
Not everyone can have. Well, yeah, no one can have them, or people, or there is one.
Is it-
Kid,
it's
there
this-
is one kid that knows how to to convince you that I've got a premium. I'm holding my premium Chris Judd card, and he's holding a
Brett Peake from 2010.
Brett Peake, and he somehow convinces me this is a fair trade, and then
yeah,
that
it's
goes-
definitely not.
that goes a bit awry. So yeah, trading cards got taken away. This is a really bad one. Clapping has been taken away from some schools because it can
A bit loud.
loud and spook people. And I'm not kidding. The boys think I'm joking. I'm not kidding. Now this is one that I used to hate. This is a high school one. Chewing gum.
Yeah, I used to love that. That used to be if you had a pack of chewing gum in school. Like I remember in year 8, year 7,
You're pimping.
you were the king. Everyone wanted to be your friend. If you had a pack of 5 chewing gum, 5 was the best.
Do you know Will James? I'm going to call him out. He used to deal. His parents bought a whole slab of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And he was
selling 'em.
He was selling them.
At Flinders,
Yes.
how much? $2 each.
Yes. One or two.
I love that hustle
It's smart, but then once he got caught on, he got into enormous trouble.
by the school.
Yeah, you can't be. Yeah, because it's illegal trading. You can't be trading that. And I don't think his parents were too happy that they were. He was just capitalizing on their
Yeah,
investment.
fair. Smart kid.
This got taken out a while ago at sports. Mexican waves and beach
Yeah,
balls.
That's crap. Beach balls. What is a beach ball going to do to someone? I never quite understand that at concerts. Or
it's a concert.
concerts sometimes, but mainly like the cricket as an example. Bay 13, here's one for you.
Yep.
Unless you've already got it. Why is it illegal to create a snake with all the beer cups?
I don't know.
It's fun.
But the
Bit
fun
of
police.
plastic.
But the fun police say no.
No.
This is a good one. I actually just put this in myself. Just the OG trampolines.
What, with the no net?
Yeah.
Why fun
Well-
police?
well-
Oh, the nets came along.
Yeah, the nets came along. Now, I've got a couple. These aren't necessarily fun police. I tried looking on Reddit. I couldn't find much. But here's a couple of things people been banned from. This first person, I'm banned for life from the Bellagio Hotel in Vegas. You know the Bellagio?
Yeah, been there.
For loudly and sincerely threatening to take a dump on a dealer's head.
On a what's head?
A dealer.
What's a dealer?
Car dealer.
Car dealer.
So that's banned. But this is my favourite. This is
I mean, that's a fair threat.
a life brand. Like, you're losing a game of cards. You're playing cards. You go, oh, mate, come on, give me another 6. And you go, oh, I'm going to take a shit on your head. Nah, out. Gone.
For life.
Take a photo. Put it on
yeah.
the wall, and you're never allowed to come back in.
I always wonder with certain places, how do they monitor people that are banned for life?
Well, I remember.
Like, how does it happen? Like, if I'm banned for life at a casino, how do they know I can put on a mustache and a wig and walk in?
Well, a few years ago at a previous job at a Christmas party, we went to the casino afterwards and we were with the big boss and he was playing blackjack. We were all sitting around at 3 a.m, just knackered, just want to go home, and he's playing. And he lost the last hand, and he goes, come on, boys. And he just tried to get everyone to flip the table. And they said, I'm not going to say his name because I can't be bothered beeping the editing, but he said, Mr. You'll receive a life ban. But this is my favourite. I got banned from a local bank branch for taking the bowl of lollipops. I went back a few weeks later to get some more lollipops, and they'd remembered. So he just helped.
They knew.
He just helped himself to the entire bowl.
Yeah, well,
but-
you can't do that.
Now, just a final question on this topic, because this is the other thing Fun Police have banned. They've banned movies. They've banned certain singers. If a singer's found guilty of something, we're not allowed to enjoy the music anymore, or if someone in a movie's done something wrong, so we can't watch their movie, or there's an old movie from 50 years ago, and social standards have changed. Can you separate the art from the artist? Really?
No, I don't think so.
You can't.
Nah.
So you can't enjoy music of someone that's done bad things because you can't enjoy that piece of art or that movie.
Yeah, I think it's hard to. Like, if someone's done something really bad.
Yeah. But do you think they should be banned? Should the songs...
Not banned.
Like, when Michael Jackson's music all got banned for a while. I know for a fact you still enjoy Michael Jackson's music, so don't stand up. Don't stand up here and play
That's a good point.
Almighty.
Actually, that's
son.
a good point. Because I was going to say, because I still do.
You're thinking of Diddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Diddy's shit music anyway.
Yeah, and I've never. What are you going to say?
Yeah. He's talking about Weinstein production.
The Weinstein doco is actually interesting.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No.
Give it a watch.
No. I haven't. Yeah, but so what? That's a final question. So you can't? You don't think?
No, now that you say that, it makes me feel like I'm two-faced because I do enjoy Michael Jackson.
If there's a movie that was made 100 years ago and there's slavery in the movie, obviously we can watch it now and realize that's not a
thing anymore.
That's not a thing. Or
that's true.
But surely that doesn't make you go, we shouldn't watch that movie anymore. Shouldn't you watch the movie and learn that, okay, things have changed and that's wrong?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's
when
how
you
I
say
view it.
When you say it like that, that makes sense.
Versus like, if there's a movie and there's a bit of racism, all right, do we pretend the problem doesn't exist or do we watch it and go, all right,
Let's improve.
Let's improve.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Actually.
Yeah, D out.
Well done. D, what were your thoughts on the new haircut, actually, today?
I loved it, and we spoke off the top of the show. I think our intro might have been a bit flat today, but we did speak on the top of the show about your 30th, and I heavily defended your haircut against
on the day.
You against
did,
a few. Look, I've openly said it. I said on the last Uncut, I'll always favour your hair over the that certain hat, and you did get some social media feedback from that hat too. So
Which
I'm not
was
the only one. Isn't it funny when the shoe's on the other foot of who's copying it?
I laughed when I saw the comment. I thought, fuck, good on you. It's funny.
Yeah.
I was rapt about it.
Which it was a hat for
It's that little old man hat, little Peaky Blinders.
Do you think, have you retired it now?
It's still in the cupboard.
Yeah, but I mean for the show.
I think I actually got it out at my 30th the other day because someone was asking about it and someone was bagging it. And Hugh Roberts had it on at one stage.
But are we ever going to see them?
I don't think you will. Unless I grew my hair out again. It only works if I've got a little bit of hair at the bottom.
Yeah.
If it's nothing, it just looks pretty crap.
But I like the hair.
Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah,
I've been. I said it to you.
A man of 100 haircuts. That's what they call me.
But I said it to you this morning too, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it made me feel great actually.
Yeah, you nearly cried. It's a bit weird,
you said,
actually.
"Geez," you're in the middle of a sentence and you just stop and went, "Geez, I love your hair." Much appreciated.
Yeah.
But a great show once again.
It's been a great show. I love bringing the crowd behind the curtains. It's late. I've been very sick the last few days. I'm tired.
Yep.
I want to do these ads and then fuck off. So anything else you want to say to the audience?
Wow, that was a shock. I think, yeah, that's good. Good on you.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Cheers.